Hi students, today we will be discussing bacterial growth. Bacterial growth, it has two main aspects. First is the individual growth and the second is the population growth. It can grow in two ways. First one may be the individual growth or the second one is the population growth. Individual growth means each individual, if it is a bacteria or any of it, can be applicable to any of the cells. Each cell has to increase in its size. It increases or grows in its size. That growth we call it as individual growth. And this type of individual growth, how they can occur? They can occur by more intake of nutrients and through more synthesis of their protoplast. In these ways they can increase their size. So an individual cell increases its size by taking in more nutrients and synthesizing more protoplasm. That is one aspect. And another aspect is population growth. Population growth means the number of cell increases. How does it happen? It happens through cell division or reproduction. So population growth can be attained by successive cell divisions and thereby increasing the number of cells. So that is the two aspects of bacterial growth, bacterial population growth. And when a cell divides, the cell has to grow and attain its maximum size. There is a limit for a cell to increase in its size. Beyond that, it cannot increase its size. So when a cell grows and attains maximum size, or when it matures, it goes for the cell division. So between the two cell divisions, between the two successive cell divisions, there is a phase or there is a period in between. That period is the growing period. That is, take for example a cell. A cell is there. That cell grows and attains maximum size, and then now it is ready for cell division. It divides and forms two daughter cells. That two daughter cell has to grow and attain their own maximum growth, and then it can be ready for the next division. So the first division of the parent cell and the second division of the daughter cells, in between they were increasing their size. So that period is taken for their individual growth. There each individual cells increases their size, and that period we call as generation time or population doubling time. And the doubling time of most bacteria, like the coliform bacteria and all, it may be having a 20 minutes doubling time. And coming to the growth pattern, the bacterial cells growth pattern, it can be of this type as represented here in this figure. It is a growth pattern, and here on there is an x-axis and y-axis. X-axis represents time and y-axis represents number of cells. The first phase is lag phase. The bacterial growth may involve 4 different stages. The first is the lag phase. Second is log phase. Third is stationary phase, and fourth is decline phase or death phase. The first stage is called the lag phase, or it is the initial phase. Here the population establishes itself and gets adapted to a new environment. Here the number doesn't increase, it remains stable, right? This is the axis representing the number of cells. So the number is constant here. Here the colony establishes in a new environment, or they get adapted to a new environment. During this phase, there is no appreciable increase in the number, and the increases in size. Growth happens. Individual cell grows in their size. All the necessary enzymes and metabolic intermediates are being synthesized during this phase, and they are getting ready, or they are preparing for the upcoming phase, that is the log phase. So what happens in the log phase, or another name is logarithmic phase or exponential phase. Here active multiplication occurs. The cell divides and divides very actively. And so in the lag phase, the cells grows, individual cells grow, and they prepare all the intermediary enzymes and metabolites which they have to use in their lag phase, or they are preparing themselves for the upcoming cell division or the upcoming log phase. And the next phase is stationary phase. It is a period of zero population growth. Here it is also static, right? So here no cell division occurs. And after a period of exponential growth, cell division becomes or it ceases, or it goes for a temporary halt due to the depletion of nutrients in their medium, and the cells start to accumulate some toxic products, which are the byproducts of several of the other reactions, and the medium's pH also changes. So because of all these reasons, the cell division comes to halt, and it is a stationary phase. Here no further cell division or increase in number occurs. Here the number of progeny cells which are formed is enough to replace the dead ones. So the number of newly formed cell becomes equal to the number of cells that are going dead. And the population growth comes to a standstill. And that is, there is an equilibrium between the number of cells formed and the number of cells that are being dead. So that is the thing which happens in the stationary phase. And the next phase is the declining phase. So declining phase, it is also called as autolytic phase or deceleration phase, and it is the final stage of a population growth. Here death of cells overrides multiplication due to extreme nutritional scarcity, and the toxic products which were being produced during the stationary phase also, that becomes to accumulate and increases in its amount, and autolytic enzymes start to come into action, and there may be some other reasons also. Bacteria have the maximum cell size towards the end of the lag phase, and in the log phase cells become smaller because more and more new number of cells are being formed, so the daughter cells will be having smaller size and when compared to the parent cells, and they are being engaged in active cell division. So that is why the cells will be having smaller in number when compared to the lag phase cells. And in the log phase they become smaller, and still smaller they become when they come to the stationary phase. And the sporulation process occurs during the stationary phase. Also most of the secondary metabolite productions are also occurring during the stationary phase. So these are the aspects or the main points to consider during bacterial cell growth. So hope you all understood. Thank you.